Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns. Welcome back to the channel. It feels like a long time since I've been here. It's quite a long time since I made a video. But I'm here today to do a video for the Stamp Around UK video hop, which is a group of Stampin' Up demonstrators who get together on a monthly basis and we all work around a theme and make a video, and then we hop between them all so you can get some inspiration. This month's theme is weddings, and it's a long time since I've made a wedding card too, so I haven't got one to show you. I'm just going to go for it, but I have got two stamp sets that this is in the current catalogue but is carrying over, this Love and Happiness, and I haven't used it yet. But I bought it because I thought it would be good for wedding cards, anniversary cards, things like that. There's lots of nice greetings on there, but it's never even had ink on it. I've put the stickers on, but no ink on it yet. So we'll give that a whirl. And then this is from the new annual catalogue, and it's called Happiness Abounds. And I think I'm in love. I think I just love it. I've only had it for a week. Because as a demonstrator we get the new stuff a bit early, but I just love it. It's got beautiful font, it's got really nice images, goes with gorgeous designer series paper, and there are some dies as well. So I thought I'd combine this with that, and also with using up a little bit of designer series paper from the old annual catalogue, because I'm desperately trying to get rid of it all before the end of May, when the new before the catalogue ends, which is very, very soon. But it's the only paper I had that had any gold on it, and I wanted to use some gold. So let me show you what I'm going to do. And you could use any sort of paper. I'm going to make a fun fold, and I'm going to make a bridge fold card. So get this simply scored out, and I've got a piece of thick basic white, and it's 7 by 7, and I'm just going to score it at 1, 2, and then flip it round and score it at 1 and 2 again. And if you ever make a mistake like that and it jumps, you turn it over and rub on the back of it, it makes it much fainter on the other side. You won't be able to see that's better. You won't be able to see when I've got designer series paper on it. So we're going to fold the centre ones in and burnish, and then these ones out and burnish, so it'll look like that. But then I'm going to flip it over. So hope you're all okay. You enjoy this really lovely day here today. Gorgeous weather. It's Easter Saturday, and really nice weather. So there's the bridge fold. It's going to go like that. So we'll put some designer series paper on the back piece. We'll add a bridge, and then we're going to decorate it. So let me show you. I thought I would use some of this from the Expressions in Ink, I think it is, yeah. I just want to use it up because it's far too pretty to just leave in the cupboard. So this piece is 6 7/8 by 2 7/8. So we'll just stick that on the back there. And on the other side is this lovely pale colour. probably shouldn't be using this DSP, but like I said, it's the only one I had that had gold on it, and I just wanted this to be gold and white. But you never know, there might be something in the new catalogue that we could use instead. I haven't got all of the designer series papers yet, so I'm not sure. So I thought we'd have, we'd flip it over on the inside there for a bit of a contrast and have the gold on the outside. So I'll just stick those on. And these are 7/8 by 6 7/8. So there's only a very tiny border. So I'll stick all this down and then it can be drying while we do some embossing. Some heat embossing. My favourite technique. I think it's just magic. And I never get tired of watching it turn from powder. It's all beautiful and shiny. You could have embossed a piece to go in the back there, but the only current embossing folder I've got is the gingham one, and I didn't think that really went with my theme. So there's the basic card, so we'll leave that to dry. And while we do some embossing. Now I've done a lot of this already, so I'm just going to do a couple of flowers and then the sentiment, because you don't want to watch me heat embossing multitudes of flowers, because there are quite a lot on here. So which sentiment shall we use? Let's have a look. Wonderful marriage is the collection of many small happy moments. That's a bit wordy. Happy wedding day, wedding wishes. To the one I think I'll just go for wedding wishes. Nice and simple. There we go. And I think I might punch that out with the double oval punch. Where is it? There we go. So will that fit? Not sure. I might just stamp it directly onto the cardstock, because I've also got some bridge pieces to go across, which are 5 by 1. So I'm going to have one there. I'm going to have one at the bottom as well. So I might just emboss that in the centre of there and see what that looks like. I can always do it again, can we not? So, and I'm also going to use this rose and this rose. And I'm not going to stamp any leaves. I'm going to use the punch whose name escapes me. Boughs and leaves, something like that. I'm going to use this with some gold foil paper. So I'm just going to give this cardstock a wipe over. Now I know Stampin'Up don't do these anymore, but I still use mine. You can buy them online, and you can make your own. I think my friend Tricia Smith's Crafty Creations, I think she did a tutorial making one, if I'm not mistaken. I could be fibbing. Right, so we'll do one of each of the roses with Versamark. I've stamped these in all sorts of colours and cut them out in card and coloured them with my blender pens, and they look great. And then we'll, whoopsie daisy, come here. And then we'll do wedding wishes. Let's measure this on here. That's 5, so if we'll go across the 2.5, I should be in the middle. She says, hopefully. So we'll put the lid back on the Versamark before we get the embossing powder out, because we know what a mess that can make. And my little wooden board ready for heat embossing so I don't burn my fingers. So give that a generous sprinkling. That's 1. 2. Sentiment. 'Just get a paintbrush on that, I think. Tip the rest of that back in there. See if I can find a paintbrush. It's a bit big, but it'll do. Just brush off the excess. And hope for the best. So, as you might know, if you've seen me embossing before, I always put mine on this little wooden board. So I don't burn my fingers. So it's going to get a bit noisy now. I'll turn the heat tool on. It won't take long to do these couple of bits and pieces. I just love watching it turn. I just think it's magic. Fabulous. Whoever invented it was a genius. There we go. That didn't take long, did it? That's it, got them all. So now we need to just die cut those 2. So I'll show you the dies. So those are the dies to cut that out. They all cut out images on the design series paper, except for that one and that one, who cut out these little images on here. This embosses and just put holes, little markings in your cardstock so it doesn't cut it out. And then this one gives you an edge like you've ripped a piece of paper out of a pad, which is quite cute. And that one's dotted lines. So they really are quite nice. So I'll just get my mini Stampin' Cup, which is a new purchase for me. And I must admit, I do love it. I can't believe I waited so long. So I'll put both of those on there at the same time. And I think I'll tape these down with a little bit of tape so they don't move. You just turn it around so I can see what I'm doing first. They're really easy to cut out. And they're easy to fussy cut as well. And the designer series paper is really easy to fussy cut too. That's why you need 3 hands. Or to use your brain and pull a piece of that off before you start. Told you I was out of practice. So there we go. Just wind that through. There we go. Move that out of the way. I resisted buying that thinking, but I've got a big shot and it's just on the table behind me. What do I need one of those for? But it's surprising how much I have used it. Right, just pop these out. Pull this tape off very carefully. There we go. Put those away so I don't lose them. Right, let's start putting this together. So, as you can see, I've done quite a few of these already. Because I wasn't sure how many I'd need. I think they're really pretty. We'll get the card back. So this is going to go across here like that. So we'll add that on. Just to give the card a little bit of stability. Just hold it for a second till the glue takes. And I'm also going to put a piece across the top. Like that. So I'll put that on as well. And make sure it folds. Maybe I didn't trim that one down. I'll have to cut a little bit off that. That's it. Because it will fold down in the envelope. So I'll just chop a little piece off that. because I obviously didn't measure that as well as I thought. Now the top one, I'm going to put a piece of design series paper on. So I don't know whether to go that way or that way. I think we'll go that way, so I need to trim that down a little bit to 4 7/8. Just bear with me. And then that can go across there. Now the idea that I had for this was sort of rose arch. So I'm hoping it works. And I thought we could decorate all around the edge with flowers. And that with the others in between. And add some leaves in. I have to tuck these in and around. So I think that might look quite nice. And maybe we'll stick a couple of spare ones on the back. What do we think? Let's give it a whirl. Right, so I think I'll stick some down and I will add some with dimensionals too, just to give it a bit of dimension. So start with that one there. And try and alternate the flowers. It won't matter if they go over a little bit, because it should still fit in a 5x7 envelope. Just hope I've done enough. Otherwise we might have to get the embossing out again. It's a long time since a new stamp set or suite has really taken my fancy like this one has. I just think it's beautiful. Really, really pretty. Well done, Stampin' Up. I'm sure there will be lots of others that will take my fancy as the weeks go on. Because sometimes you have to start seeing things made, don't you, before you decide. And then other times there are things that just jump off the page at you. So there are lots of demonstrators who are taking part in this blog, video hop rather, and all their details will be underneath in the description bar, so you can go and have a look what they've been up to as well. I'm sure you get loads and loads of inspiration because it's coming up for wedding season, isn't it? Engagements and that sort of thing. And all the measurements for this one will be over on my blog, craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com later on today. And if you haven't already signed up for my newsletter, if you pop over to my blog, there'll be there's a pop-up that appears, and all you've got to do is add your email address and you'll get added to the list. And I send out a blog post every Monday morning with details of all the current offers from Stampin'Up, as well as everything that I've blogged the week before. I quite like that. I think that looks quite cute. So should we stick some on the back of there as well with dimensionals? And maybe add a couple of those in. Can always punch out some more. Right, let's add some of these in. So I think they'll be too long as they are, so we'll chop them down. Whoops, chop them down a bit. Mess of that one. I'll have to curve that one round a bit. Maybe it's not too long, actually. Told you I hadn't played with this. I'm not sure about these now. Maybe we'll just use these like little rosebuds. What do you think? I think I like those better. Maybe I should have stuck some of them on the back of the flowers before I stuck them in. But you get the general idea. Tell whether there's any glue coming out of this or not. No, I think they're too big. We'll have some more of these. Can always punch a few more out. what do we think? Let's punch a few more out. I'll just add a few in and amongst. It's a bit fiddly. It was so bad if my eyesight was a bit better. No, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to stop messing because I'll end up just putting too many in. But you get the general idea. It might have been better if I'd put some green leaves in. But I'm going to leave it there for now. You can write your message on the back and it'll fold flat like that. So there you go. Hope you like it. Hope you'll give it a try. Don't forget, everybody else's details are all in the description bar below. Please pop over and give everybody a like and leave. We love to get comments from you all. So have a look, see what everybody else has done. I'm sure you'll be greatly inspired. I always am. And as always, thanks very much for watching and hope to see you again soon. Bye.